the French say, good evening. Yes, I'm learning. I'm trying to practice my French.
Mainly
in the Xinjiang province. So, just like how war is...
大家好，新年快乐。
They don't have any words that I don't know how to
Okay,
say.
spaghetti.
The world is experiencing more change than it has ever seen in any recent era. The economic arena is being transformed, with former giants shrinking into obscurity and previously poor nations replacing them as major economic and political leaders of the New World Order. As such changes occur, each of us has to adapt in order to make the most out of them. In business, culture, and politics, language has always been one of the primary factors in the interaction and cooperation among nations. And just like today, non-English speakers are keen on learning English in order to advance their careers and enrich their knowledge, the new changes require that we look into learning new languages in order to be able to seize the new opportunities created by that amazing era that we're closing in on.
Charlemagne, Holy Roman Emperor, said, "To have a second language is to have a second soul."
Even though Mandarin is mainly spoken inside China, when compared to languages like English or Spanish that are spoken across several countries and in several continents, Mandarin still gets the lion's share. There are more than 1 billion people who speak Mandarin natively, and with the rise of China as an economic superpower that is likely to surpass the United States in the foreseeable future, more and more people, especially entrepreneurs and students, are starting to learn the language. Although it's hard to imagine the Chinese language replacing English as the world's language of business anytime soon, learning Mandarin can still give you an advantage in negotiations with Chinese partners or if you're looking to take your business opportunity or job there. The Chinese people are still proud of their language despite the country's openness to the world, and so learning to speak Mandarin can help you fit in and win them over easier than if you're only depending on English for your communication over there. With Chinese education making huge leaps and as more research papers are coming today out of China, researchers and students have a lot to gain from learning the language. With more than 400 million people speaking Hindi as a mother tongue and another 120 million or more speaking it as a second language, Hindi carries with it an abundance of human experiences and business opportunities. India is one of the most vibrant nations on the planet today. Millions of people go there to tour the country's breathtaking ancient and modern sites, mix with the local population with all its diversity and rich culture, and taste its magnificent cuisine right at the origin. More importantly though, India is growing at a steady pace towards economic superpower status. Today, Indian skilled labor has been traveling around the world engaging in massive business projects and working at some of the biggest companies, and a huge portion of the global tech industry is outsourced to India among many other services like customer support and hospitality. The Arab world today is home to more than 400 million people, and unlike most Western countries, learning Arabic is probably the only way to get around over there. Sure, there's a decent percentage of the population that speaks English, and there are countries like Algeria, Tunisia, and Morocco who speak French natively, but Arabic remains the dominant language in the entire Middle East region. The reasons why learning Arabic can be beneficial are plenty. There are industries like energy and security where Arabic can definitely be a bonus, and as Saudi Arabia and UAE are working towards a future in which they are both global economic hubs, and with a famous megacity like Neom that the Saudis are currently building, this area will become more and more attractive to live, work, and invest in. Also, the Arab region has one of the highest population growth rates, and in recent years, Arabs have been migrating to countries all over the globe in increasing proportions, so if you live in Europe or North America, you'll be mixing with Arabs more than at any point in the past. The only problem with the Arabic language, though, is that every country speaks a completely different dialect from those that are spoken in its neighboring countries. If you learn the mother language, you still will face difficulties understanding the vernaculars. However, due to the popularity of its film and music industries, Egypt's dialect is considered a lingua franca among Arab nations.